first influence was probably, you know, I gotta say, guitar players like Ace Frehley, Johnny Thunders, obviously, stuff like that, Andy McCoy from LA Rocks. I remember the first time when I was a little kid seeing Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones doing, God, it was like on the Don Kirshner rock concert or something. He had this like really cool, like bubbles coming all over the place, like they were washing clothes and somebody threw all this detergent in there and it like totally made this big mess. Can't think of the song right now for some reason. Anyway, Keith Richards had this tooth knocked out or something. He just had this really cool persona, and that really kicked it off for me as far as rock and roll, you know, and you know, that with like mixing in, you know, the whole Kiss aspect when you're like, you know, 5 years old. I mean, it was just really cool, overwhelming, badass rock and roll stuff, you know. So I really dig what bands like The Darkness are doing, you know, or bands like Velvet Revolver. You know, I think they're really doing a really cool service, you know, to music. You know, rock and roll should never be, you know, tossed aside. It's a very important form of art, you know, to me. Rock and roll has been kind of, you know, I don't want to say dead because it's always been there, you know, sort of reforming itself, if you will, you know, in the underground. But you know, I certainly have an appreciation for bands like Velvet Revolver and Darkness. I think they're really cool with it, you know, what they're trying to do. You know.